Camp Teams is a program here at Barclay College where Barclay sends out two groups of students to the East Coast or the West Coast, and you travel to those states and you get to be a camp counselor at different church camps.
Our goal is to share Christ with all of our campers and also to represent Barclay well.
Being on Camp Teams, it was a journey. It was fun. It was a challenge. A lot of people were saying, man, you're just going to get tired out. But the kids kept me going, and I loved it. Getting to have an impact on the kids' lives and just be that little bit of light of Christ to them, because sometimes that's the only light of Christ they'll ever see.
It really challenged me to step outside of my comfort zone and do something that I wouldn't normally do.
It kind of put my faith into practice. You always hear you have to love your neighbor and treat others with kindness, and all these things that we grew up learning about in college even. And then we go to Camp Teams and it's like you see a whole nother side of that and how challenging it really can be. But learning how to love them and learning how Jesus really sees his children, and having to put that into practice and really see people who are totally different from you as God sees them.
The way I'm continuing to foster those relationships that I built with students this summer is by reaching out to them on a daily basis, just checking in to see how they're doing in school, praying with them, any prayer concerns that they have, and just really trying to keep building those relationships.
It's super challenging, but ultimately you are getting to pour into kids' lives for a whole week.
If you want to grow more spiritually and get to know who God is on a personal level, Camp Teams, that's what you need to do. Because if you want to know what God's like, look at the little children. They express God's majesty. And so it's just so amazing. And so I would recommend Camp Teams if you want to grow more in your spirituality. And I'd recommend Camp Teams, if you just want to grow more in anything. So yeah, do Camp Teams.